So a while ago, I saw this video in my recommended called, "If you like pancakes, you die." Now the video went on to talk about how waffles are better than pancakes, and how people who like pancakes do not deserve to live or something. Now I don't really associate myself with this far-right ideology, but I watched the video anyway. Now a bit later, I saw a video called, "Why Pancakes Are Better Than Waffles, Sorry Recrap." Now this video went on to explain why pancakes are better and so on. And then a while after that, I saw a video called "The Waffle Response," made by Recrap. And he was responding to that response video, explaining why his points are invalid and so on. Now you might be wondering, why am I telling you all this? Well, I feel like there are a few points that they failed to make in their videos, and I feel obliged to tell you these things. There is a food that is clearly superior to both of these that they failed to mention in both of their videos. They failed to meet their obligations when making a food video by not telling the viewers that toast is clearly the superior food, which cannot be wronged. Now they both successfully failed to tell the viewers that toast is in fact the superior food in all possible situations, and that toast cannot be done wrong, and that toast is better by all standards and in all categories. As they failed society by not telling the viewers this, I have to say that I am disgusted by this behavior, and that I actually have to make this video, telling the viewers the reality and the truth about food. Now you might be wondering why you should believe me. Well, there are many reasons, and I'm appalled by the fact that you don't know these reasons already. They should be a basic part of education. But alright, I'll tell you a few reasons. Well, first of all, toast is clearly easier to make than both of these. Now I know this shouldn't really be a deciding factor, as it should be more about the eating experience that should define which food is in fact objectively better, which is toast. But anyway, toast is super customizable. Like, you can use any type of bread you want, you can use any type of toppings you want, you can even make it in different ways, like you can fry the bread, you can toast the bread, and if you're a psychopath, you can microwave the bread, which I don't know why you would do, but that's a possibility. You can use rye bread, you can use like dark bread, light bread, white bread, I don't know. Now I'm starting to notice that this is somehow starting to sound racist in terms of toasts, but I can assure you that I love all toasts equally, and there's no racial profiling going on here. Anyway, you can even use like any type of topping you want. You can put on butter, or you can put on cheese, or you can put on like peanut butter, jelly, jam, like salad, ham, literally anything you want. Now I feel like all sandwiches are some type of toast if you think about it. Like, think about it, a hamburger. Isn't it technically toast? There's two breads that are probably toasted with a filling in the middle. Now, doesn't that sound like toast? I feel like it does. So basically, all sandwiches are toast, and you cannot deny that every human being has tried toast at least once in their lifetime. I mean, you could also not put any topping at all on your bread, but I mean, it would be a bit bland, but I mean, you can do it. There's no stopping you. Now, at this point, some of you might be asking, wait, but what if I don't toast the bread in my sandwiches? Is it still a toast? Well, technically, yes. Let me explain. If you think about it this way, all bread is toast, but with varying degrees of toastedness. Now, what do I mean by this? Think about it this way. If you have a bread that you haven't toasted, it's technically just toast that's 0% toasted. So yes, even if you do not toast the bread, it is still toast. Now this whole analogy leads to some theories that everything in the world might consist of toast, but that's a story for another video. Now back to actually preparing the toast. There are a few ways people usually prepare toast. I mean, toast stretches back in history. People used to eat it in the Stone Age. By the way, toast was invented before. I don't remember what it was called, but there was like a revolution when people learned to farm and make bread. Yeah, well, toast was actually invented before that, when bread and a toaster descended upon ancient human beings in the Stone Age from the sky. Although their toasters were a bit primitive and mostly consisted of rocks and a campfire, but that's also a good way to do it. You can roast toast in several ways, right? I mean, I feel like the most obvious choice, or the easiest choice, would be to just put it in the toaster and call it a day. You really cannot go wrong with a toast that you put in the toaster, unless you like put the freaking number on like 20 or something. And I mean, someone might be into that, but now another way to do it is to put on a grill, which actually might be a superior option to the toaster depending on your opinion, but that's just my opinion. It's a very debatable subject. Now, another option is to put it in the microwave. Now, I don't know why you would do this, and I feel like it should be considered a war crime. It should be against the Geneva Conventions, but it's something you can do because it's technically not illegal. And unless you mind being hunted down by me, you can do it as much as you want. Now, the toast becomes very soggy when you do this, and I don't know why you would ever do this, to be honest, but you can. Now, one of the last most common options is to put the toast on a frying pan and fry it. Now, this is usually done in slightly different situations than regular toast. Usually, if you you're making some type of more complicated sandwich, like a hamburger, for example. Like sometimes you would toast your bun on a frying pan, and that's also acceptable in most situations. Now, one less frequent option is to put your toast in the rice cooker, or like in a pressure cooker or something like that. I'm not sure why you would cook your bread, but I guess that's always an option. Now, the lesson to be taken away from this video is that toast is clearly and undebatably the superior food over all other foods. There is no questioning that, let's be honest. And I am, frankly, disgusted by these two individuals failing to report on this, and thereby spreading misinformation by not telling the truth about which food is in fact the best. Every time you review a food, it is your obligation to inform the viewers about the fact that no matter who the winner is between these two foods, there's still a type of food that is the top of all: toast. I'll also use this as a perfect opportunity to tell the state and the government that I want toasters in all schools by tomorrow. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk, and I fully expect RecRap and Parrot to make deep apology videos after this is uploaded. If those measures are not taken, I will have to take care of things myself. Now, if someone from YouTube is watching this, this is not a cryptic threat, okay? This is, it's all friendly, okay? Don't take down this video, please.